Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. You're watching Ask Huda. Quick reminder of our telephone numbers 00202-38555, 248 or 249. Or you can write to us at ask, that's ask@huda.tv. We have Sister Caroline from Germany. Assalamu alaikum, sister. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Are you calling from Germany, Sister Caroline?
Yes, I'm calling from Germany, and
Which
I
part?
want to say
Munich?
that I'm so thankful and so happy that there is a channel like Huda TV. It's really a light in every home, and I'm so happy with. And my favorite show is Ask Huda. Every Sunday and every Tuesday, I'm looking forward to watch Ask Huda. And Jazakallahu khairan to all of you.
Barakallah. Thank you,
Sister Caroline. We also have Sister Abdul Qadir from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, sister. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm Abdul Qadir from Nigeria.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
Welcome to Ask Huda. Go ahead, sister.
Assalamu wa rahmatullah.
Yes. Please. All right. A lot of my Nigerian friends and family would like to make a donation to Huda, but we haven't been able to find a way of doing that.
Okay. If you,
yes. So please, would like you to air account details and all that.
Okay,
because we were really disturbed last week. We were crying and praying and doing everything so that Huda could come back to the lights could be on again, and we're really pleased. Alhamdulillah, we're overjoyed, and may Allah bless you and the channel and Muslims as a whole.
Okay. Barakallah fiqh.
Wallahi, Sister Abdul Qadir, I am more overjoyed with this phone call than any other thing. Thank you for your spiritual support, for your supplication. Even though there are thousands of miles distance between us and you guys, but I exactly feel how do you feel. Thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who brought us all together and united our hearts. That's only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who can do that. May Allah bless you and your families and all the Nigerian brothers and sisters and all the viewers at large.
Yes, and just a quick reminder to the viewers, those who have internet access, you can visit our website www.huda.tv and just go to support, and you'll see all the details in ways which you can support us here at Huda TV. We have Brother Muhaib as well from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda.
Hello.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead, brother.
Okay, this question is regarding my father.
Okay.
Who has expired this 4 months back. Okay, so I want to read and dedicate the Quran to him. And is there any benefit to him?
Okay. Jazakallah khair, brother Muhaib there from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Sheikh Yousef, brother Ayman from Egypt, his second question was regarding Dhul Qarnayn. He said some of the tafsir regarded it to be
the first time that I read the explanation of Dhul Qarnayn was when I got my first Quran almost 19 years ago. And this is in the Yousef Ali translation, and he referred to what some people had said, that they believed that this person who was Dhul Qarnayn that traveled east to west and so on was none other than Alexander the Great. Even in Yousef Ali's explanation, he said this was not a popular conception, although he sort of went along with it himself. The fact is, though, if you look into it, you'll find that this was a term that was used much further back in history, and it most likely applied to some in the ancient times, far before the time of Alexander the Great. And the other thing that makes it clear that it couldn't have been is his own diary. Alexander the Great had left a diary, and he talked about his proclivity, if you will, and the fact that he died of alcoholism and his other things I don't want to mention on the TV, but it was clear that this was no way he was the one Allah's talking about.
There is a very simple reference that there is no way that Dhul Qarnayn could be Alexander the Great. The reference is in Surah Al-Kahf itself. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنْ ذِي الْقَرْنَيْنِ قُلْ سَأَتْلُو عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْهُ ذِكْرًا إِنَّا وَمَكَّنَّا لَهُ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَآتَيْنَاهُ مِنْ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ سَبَبًا. This is somebody who's been chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when the Jews presented these questions to the Meccans in order to ask to the Prophet ﷺ about Dhul Qarnayn, they said, what about a just ruler who ruled over the East and the West? That's totally contradictory to the nature and the diary and the biography of Alexander the Great. So definitely it was not him.
Okay, well, we also have Brother Muhammad from Qatar. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda. Brother Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum
salam.
Doctor, I would like to ask a question about, like my son is in the 7th grade. He will be passing on shortly. And he will be moving on to the grade 8. He studies right now in Indian school. But I have a very sincere, like I want to put him to an institute where he can learn Deen, maybe can his Quran, and then going forward can be an asset for us and can become finally people like you.
Inshallah.
So if you can guide me, if this question is for Dr. Salah and Dr. Yousef.
Okay.
That what are the we living in Qatar? What are the universities or the schools or the colleges are around us where we can put him? And slowly progress in that area.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Brother Muhammad. We also have Brother Fasih from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Brother Fasih, are you with us?
Assalamu alaikum.
I think we've just lost Brother Fasih. We ask him to call us back again. Brother Abdul Rauf, Sheikh Muhammad, he's asked about the compensation from a private company. He said the compensation comes through an insurance company. He's asking if the person can afford to pay for his sickness, if he's allowed to still take the compensation from the insurance company.
In order to answer this question, one has to know the ruling of the Fiqh Council on the subject of insurance, whether it's permissible to deal with it or not. There are two types. There is the governmental insurance, or an insurance which is provided by groups or syndicates, that is permissible. But the commercial insurance, which is provided by private companies in order to make business and generate profit through collecting fund, monthly payment from the participants, then in case that somebody got an accident or got hurt or was hospitalized, they will pay for his bills. This is the kind of insurance which is the vast majority of the jurists have said that it is not permissible. And this is not something new. There was a saying commercial insurance at the time of Imam Abu Hanifa, and that was ruled as haram as well. Why? Because it contains at least, this type of insurance contains at least two major violations in business transaction. The first one is riba, and the second is gambling. How? I don't see that. I don't read it in the contract. Okay, but let's examine it. Somebody signs up with a private or a commercial insurance company. Then he starts making his first payment. Then once he made the first payment, he got sick, or God forbid he died, or in a car accident or whatever. So all what he paid is $50. Then the expenses or the cost of his treatment or exceeded perhaps 100,000. So did you pay that much in order to receive that much? No. On the other hand, there are other people who would keep paying for 20 years, for 30 years. Then if they got laid off, if they fail to make the payment once, twice, or several times, the insurance will be cancelled and all the previous payments are in vain. That's why this is similar to gambling. This is not my statement, of course. But the governmental insurance, or an insurance which is provided by a social insurance, such as Social Security, such as the syndicates of doctors or engineers or mechanics or whatever, they support one another. That is praiseworthy by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because there is no private beneficiary or one person who would benefit and suck the blood of others on account of just he would be the only beneficiary. No, everybody benefits. So if somebody's daughter is getting married, they support him from this participation. This has a reference in Surah Al-Ma'idah, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. So help one another in achieving righteousness, al-birr, and piety, and do not assist one another in doing or achieving anything that is sin or transgression. So in case that I am dealing with an insurance company, whether any type of insurance, and I purchase that willingly, I would say, according to the vast majority, this is illegal, this is haram. What am I supposed to do? If there is a way that I can collect my payment, and even, that's fine. Same thing with the life insurance. I collect whatever I paid. And the extra, that will be given in donations or whatever. This is not a charity, because this is not my money. I did not earn it. This is similar to earning money through gambling. Wallahu a'lam.
Okay, we have Brother Mohammed from the United Arab Emirates. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For everybody there, Jazakallahu khair. It's a very, it was very touching moment when we all saw like Huda was really in trouble. And there were so many people who had contributed already from my friends, and even I'm also trying to volunteer for some funds to Huda as much as possible, inshallah. But brothers, I have a small suggestion which I would like to tell it at this point. The thing is, like, Huda has several what do you say, like, telecast, like in Europe and US and Middle East. If you just see, like, the maximum calls which are received from either from UAE, Saudi, or any of the GCC countries, I believe these are the Indians or Pakistanis who, expatriates mainly. I have a suggestion, like how it would be like if Huda takes an initiative to telecast Huda TV in Indian subcontinent. So I trust, like, there would be lot of people would support from this part of the world.
Okay.
This is my small suggestion.
Okay.
And I have a question, like, can I take donation from a guy who has an income, totally on a haram basis, like, it's complete haram. Can I take donation, like, on behalf, like, if I have to tell him to give donation for Huda? Is it permissible, acceptable? Can I accept it?
Okay.
I had asked this question earlier, but I don't know if it was.
Okay.
Thanks, Jazakallahu khair.
I would really like Sheikh Yousef to comment on that, but I only have one word to say before that, which is, if you find a sponsor who would like to sponsor broadcasting Huda in the Indian subcontinent, we're all for it and would love to have him as soon as possible. Same thing, once we were talking about it, and somebody stepped in and said he would sponsor Huda TV to be broadcasting in Europe, not Bird. So if this is the case, we would love to. And now I would like to listen to Sheikh Yousef, what he has to say about that.
Whenever there is something that you know is haram, immediately you should be running away from it. Doesn't matter what it is. If somebody tells you something's haram, and if you said it's totally haram, that's pretty scary.
Especially totally.
Yeah, when you say totally, I'd be like, I think it's time for him to watch Huda TV to find out what he's doing wrong. As far as needing anything from haram sources, Islam woke me up to something that I had always wondered about. I wondered about this, especially during the time of the Nixon administration in the United States. This idea of the end justifies the means. In other words, it doesn't matter how we do it as long as we get what we want. Well, Islam doesn't permit that. You're not allowed to use any means just to get what you want. That's not called success in Islam whatsoever. So if you said, well, I want to rob a bank, for instance, to build a nice madrasa for orphans or something, that's not going to work. Islam is teaching us that everything has to be halal. Has to be halal. And I know I don't need it. You don't need it. None of us need any haram money. What we need is barakah. This is why we keep insisting, if somebody wants to support any of the efforts that are with Huda, or any of the work that we do with our many websites that we have, we say, Allah, don't give us any money. except that it has barakah in it. So we start with the negative. We say, don't give us any money except if it has barakah. Because the barakah is what keeps us going. Barakah is why we're working late hours and doing so much volunteering. Even the people who work at Huda, after they are done, they're off the clock, they're still staying and working and working. Why? Because of the barakah. They want the barakah.
Yes,
so let's make it real clear up front. Not only it's not right in Islam, we don't want it.
No. Okay, we have Sister Caroline back from Germany. She says she has some important questions to ask. And that's why we've given her the chance. Assalamu alaikum, sister. Welcome back.
Assalamu wa rahmatullah. The connection was cut and I had 2 questions.
Okay.
The first question is about slavery. In how far is it today permissible to have or sell a slave? And the second is about using makeup concerning wudu. If a woman takes wudu and after it she puts makeup on her face, for example, a mascara on the eyelash, is it permissible for her, after losing her wudu, making the ablution again without taking off her makeup? And I have a request to you all. Please make dua for me that my dream in this life and the other life will come true, inshallah, if it's good for me.
Okay.
May Allah bless you all. Thank you.
Ameen. Good questions.
May Allah bless you with what's best for you.
Ameen.
Brother Muhammad from Qatar, he asked that his son is in grade 7, he is moving on to grade 8, and he wants to put him into an institution that would make him someone like you two guys, inshallah.
Only if we have time, we'll be happy to answer this question. But if we don't have time, then let me ask Sheikh Yousef. I thought you speak Dutch, don't you?
Das ist gut, ja?
Okay, so what's...
Sehr gut.
Okay, great. So what, Ich liebe dich, what does it mean?
Ich liebe dich, it means I love you.
I love you too. Okay, I want to tell you...
we got to use our German.
There are a couple of brothers who call almost for the same reason, which is I want to devote my child, I want to make my child a da'iyah. And one of the brothers from Saudi said that I don't want him to be an MD, rather I want him to be a da'iyah. Please, there is no contradiction. Even though we're running out of time, I promise, inshallah, which is some more light, I will speak in details about this subject, inshallah, in the next episode, if we live to the next episode. But for your surprise, that many of the presenters of Huda TV, they have scientific background. Yasser Qadi, he's a mechanical engineer. Hatim Al-Haj is a physician by practice.
Salam Al-Amri is an oil engineer.
Exactly, Salam Al-Amri is an oil engineer. I myself, one day, perhaps 17 years ago, I was an assistant professor of pharmacology. So there is no contradiction. You can be both.
We can't throw my degrees out there in music, can we? We can answer that question next time.
So basically, but it doesn't mean that because you hold this position, you're qualified to be a da'iyah only when you possess the tools.
Okay.
Yes,
so
that's
before
right.
studying Sharia, before being qualified in the deen, studying principles of jurisprudence, especially in fiqh and hadith and mustalah and all of that, you're just a seeker of knowledge. So I don't want this idea, which is very common and widespread in some parts of the world, where only the handicapped and the poor people will be put in madrasa. Madrasa is a beautiful word. Madrasa means a school.
Yes.
So if there is an American school, we call it an American madrasa. So madrasa is not a terrorist word. This is just one of the stereotyping that the Western media is propagating. But, you know, the director is telling me it's over. Inshallah,
okay.
Next time we'll shed some more light and we'll speak in details about this issue.
Sheikh Yousef, I'll give you half a minute just to say a word to the audience.
I want to say once again, thank you to Allah and thank you to all of you for your support, for your prayers, for your sincere dua. And also, for those who want to continue to support, your reward will be with Allah. The more that you work together collectively as a group and do this on a regular basis, then that support is going to get you the most reward with Allah.
Okay.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, accept from all of us, forgive all of us,
Ameen.
and give us His Jannah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair for being with us, both Dr. Mohamed Salah and Sheikh Yousef Estes. Well, Sheikh Yousef Estes just said it all there, and if you have more questions for us here at Ask Huda, you can send us an email at ask@huda.tv, and don't forget you can visit our website www.huda.tv, and you can support us just by sending that email to support@huda.tv. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If my love is attached to thee, then from sins I will be free. Each time my heart will beat, your name will resound with heat. Allah is my heart's speech, your mercy is what I beseech. Keep in my heart your remembrance, and in your deen allow me to advance. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test. Help me in my quest, permit me to pass the ultimate test.